Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to the Back 40 Lodge. Today what we have a 275 gallon tote, which we're going to turn into a like an indoor koi pond. And then after my koi get big enough to put in the lake, then I'll start breeding bluegill and stuff out of here, and you know, putting them in my lake and giving them to my neighbors, whatever. But so this is like a 275 gallon tote you could get off of Craigslist or Facebook. I got this on Facebook Marketplace for 50 bucks. I'm just going to cut the top all the way off like this, all the way around. I could just cut it right here, but I want it to be a little bit lower so you know when you're sitting in a chair you can kind of relax and look at the fish and feed them and stuff. And on the bottom here, like a 2-inch ball valve right there, so like when you're doing water changes and stuff, you can very easily just open up the valve and you're good to go. You know, you can let out tons of water real quick and fill it back up. So anyways, I'm gonna put on some headphones. I'm gonna get to cutting. Alright, that should be that. Let's see what we got. Nice. I'll be able to wash it out real easy. This tote used to have chlorine in it, so I'm gonna make sure I wash it out real good, and I'll grind off these edges so little balls don't end up in the water. But not too bad a cut. A couple of them I gotta square off, but not bad at all. I'll take it. So what I'm using for lumber is I have two 2x6 by 8 foot, and I have four 1x4 by 8s, and the 1x4 by 8s are going to kind of go on the corners as posts, and then the 2x6 are going to be like the top frame. And then over here I've got 2 sheets of 1/4 inch plywood, or not 1/4 inch, 1/8 inch plywood, because the 1/4 inch plywood right now is 50 bucks a piece. Ridiculous. So this stuff is extremely skinny. It's got a nice finish, but I mean, look how skinny that stuff is. Very skinny. Alright, so I've got 2 sides made now, so that's basically what the top's going to look like going around. So now I can just trace those and make 2 more, go from there. Alright, so basically the whole top is cut. It's not, you know, screwed in or nothing like that. It's just kind of sitting there, but that's what it's going to look like. And then the plywood's going to be on the side, and the 1x4s are going to be on the corners. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and tighten this up. Got them all cut. And put a couple screws in it just to hold it, and then put a reinforcing like 1x4 underneath all the way around, screwed to the top of this through here so that it's nice and sturdy. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then I'll figure out what I could do after that. So I would be filming this like the whole time and fast forward it or something like that, but I always build things just, you know, I never have a plan. I don't have perfect dimensions. I come up with something and then I run with it. Usually ends up pretty good, but you know, I'm definitely not a skilled carpenter. So just showing you, you know, what I've got going on. So like I said, I put these boards underneath here all the way around, screwed them in from the top, and now it's really nice and sturdy as far as it's just like a big cap. You know, I can pull this off and lift it up, and so now I just need to disguise the front and the sides with some plywood and some nice stain. Alright, so I have it kind of mocked up. I have things, you know, cut and placed on the side and stuff, but they're not exactly where they're supposed to go. I'm going to put a little bit of glue behind these 1x, and then I'm going to tack them in here with the small little frame nailer. I cut out the hole for the water changes and stuff like that. You can just get a 2-inch adapter to a regular hose, and I'll be able to do water changes. So I'm going to zap her together real quick, see what happens. Alright, I got it fairly zapped up. Looking pretty good. It's not perfect, but is what it is. This is the back half of it here, and since I'm going to be using a like a pressure filter, and it's going to have an intake and an outtake, I'm going to have to drill a hole like right here and a hole right here. Please don't have broken. That's going to be my intake right there, and that'll be my outtake hole. Well, I won't need any oxygen or anything like that. The water pushing down is going to give it enough bubbles to keep the fish alive. Like I said, the back don't look the greatest, but it doesn't have to, I guess, because the front looks good. Alright, so I'm going to give this thing a nice coat of stain on it real quick. And this is a Rust-Oleum. I love the color Kona. It's the same color as all my other stuff in here. But it's got the poly and the stain in one. So I'm going to give it a whirl, see how she looks. Alright, so it's about done here. Stained up. Looks pretty cool. So this is going to be the front. And yeah, looks pretty good, I think. Quick stain job real quick, but it's not a watch. Ouch. It's not a watch. Just building a little something for the fish. Alright, so it's the next morning. Everything's dry. Stain looks pretty good. You can see little brush marks, no big deal. Filling her up. That's basically like how it's going to look when it's running. There's going to be an outtake right there, and then the intake's going to be there with the pump on the bottom. I'm going to be using this. It's called a pressure filter by Easy Pro. It filters 1,500 gallons an hour. That's way overkill for this tank, but I like overkill when it comes to filtration. So you're going to have to do a part 2 on the filter install and all that kind of stuff and adding the fish. So thanks for watching the videos, man. If you haven't yet, please hit the subscribe button. You'll be notified when we got another video coming up. And videos are never the same around here. We do a lot of crazy stuff. So thanks for watching, man. See you next time. Bye.